since 1948. The National Wrestling Alliance has historically been the largest sanctioning body in professional wrestling.
February the 8th, the Steel Cage returns. 3 big matches at the anniversary event.
That's right, Jason James. The steel's gonna drop in the sawmill.
Also on that historic night, February the 8th, 4 NWA championships will be on the line. Inclusive of that will be the NWA World Heavyweight Championship as the champion Kahagas, the Tokyo Monster, comes to make history in Millersville for the first time. He will defend against the Southern Heavyweight Champion Wolfie D.
Well, let me tell you, Jason James, Harley Race, Dusty Rhodes, the man himself, whoa, Ric Flair, has held that championship right here in Millersville, baby.
That's bound to be historic. That's in just what tonight on the broadcast. It's no short event to say the least. The headliner, Chris Michaels, returns, and after that devastating loss last week to the International Heavyweight Champion Vordell Walker, Chris Michaels does battle with Hammerjack.
Wow, 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 Jason James. Let's hope Chris Michaels don't dwell on Vordell Walker because he's pulled out the big dog on the porch, Hammerjack.
And with the controversy ever so high regarding the NWA Southern Tag Team Championships, I understand you have another blockbuster guest on the Nitrous Noise segment.
Well, Jason James, last week, NWA Mike Searcy. You've seen the chaos, you've seen the commotion, but I got the man in charge. I got Reno Riggins on Nitrous Noise.
That's right, you heard it.
As if that wasn't enough, ladies and gentlemen, tonight in your main event, your Southern Heavyweight Champion, Wolfie D, will finally get his hands on Brian Casanova, and I understand that mystery. Oh, wait just a minute.
What's going on, Jason James?
Well,
I mean, what's going on?
Speaking of the devils, and here's the mystery lady Lacey that we were discussing, and well, you two have definitely been the talk of the town here at SAW for the past couple of weeks, and now that we got you on the hot seat, now that we've got the time, Miss Lacey, as we understand you like to be called, we've got some questions for you. First of all, the attack on Wolfie D several weeks ago. Wolfie D claims he has no idea who exactly you are. You claim that to be false. What exactly is the story with you and Wolfie D?
Wolfie can lie all that he wants. He knows exactly who I am, and I'm going to expose the monster for who he is. He treated me like trash. Nobody, Jason, does that to me.
What do you mean the monster well, what exactly is your association with Brian Casanova, and what exactly is your business here in SAW?
Well, all I know is I have found a man in Brian that is 100% more of a man than that man will ever be. He is the best wrestler in this organization. He treats me like the princess that I need to be treated like.
Well, obviously I can tell the answers that you're going to be good. Let's try one a little bit more basic. We see this envelope in your hand. What exactly is this?
In this envelope will expose him for exactly who he is. I'm going to make sure that not...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Go on this side.
Hey, no. I don't know who you are or what you're talking about, but I'm going to tell you something. You're sending this guy in here to jump my back. I'm going to make short work of you tonight, okay? You understand where I'm coming from? Lady, let me tell you something there, Ratatouille. I've had a lot. I've had a lot of psychos and stalkers in my life, and it probably won't be the last one right here. So let's say tonight, let's go ahead, because I know you're full of crap. I'm going to call your bluff. Let's see what's in there. Let's see it.
Wolfie, everybody will soon find out what's exactly in this envelope, okay? And I will expose you for what you truly are. I will make sure I ruin you in this town.
Oh, is that right? Is that right? You're going to ruin me? Well, I'm not going to let you get off the hook that easy. Look, I don't know how you even got a title shot with me, kid. You're not even in my league. You're not even my caliber. But I tell you what, I'm usually not a gambling man, but I'm going to throw something out there tonight. Obviously, if you win, you're going to be the Southern Heavyweight Champion, so I've got something on the line. So how about if I win, I get that envelope and everything that's in it? Huh?
That seems fair.
No, it's not that easy. No!
Why not? I could beat him. Trust me, I could beat him. You could put that on the line.
You don't know how important this is. You do not know how important this is.
I could beat him, sweetheart. Please. I could beat him. We can do this. Please. I got this. We can beat him. I promise you. I'll take him out. Please. Trust me. Trust me.
Promise me.
I promise you, I could beat him. Please.
Okay, it's a done deal.
Whoa! Oh, we're going to do it? We're going to do it right here tonight?
Well, there you hear it. The main event has been made. Southern Heavyweight Championship on the line, but if Wolfie D retains, he gets the envelope and everything included. Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, folks. Adrian Longoria for SAW. What a card, what a major announcement for you this evening. Join us for the Sawmill 6th Anniversary Special Event. That's right, write it down, February 8th at the Sawmill Arena, 1214B Louisville Highway, Millersville, Tennessee. Listen to the card. Hot Rod Biggs taking on Jason Nation. Chris Bum versus Damian Payne. Josephus Brody fighting Hammerjack. Plus, live music from the band Notion. Also, the NWA Southern Tag Team Championship. What a battle. You'll see the Washington Bullets, Team IOU, the Untouchables, and Cade Saint and Matt Madison vying for that title belt. Also, the NWA World's Junior Heavyweight Championship. Chase Owens taking on Kevin Weatherby. Also, the SAW International Championship. Wardell Walker fighting Chris Michaels for that belt. Also, the main event for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. The Tokyo Monster Kahigas taking on the current NWA Southern Heavyweight Champion Wolfie D. Do not miss this special event. All seats are $10. For more information, go online to southernallstar.com. That's southernallstar.com. We'll see you there.
This Friday night, Sawmill Wrestling fans, it's the SAW Best Seats in the House giveaway, brought to you by the Furniture Depot, located at 864 Madison Square Shopping Center in Madison, Tennessee. Their phone number is 615-865 1070. You must be present to win, so we'll see you this Friday night.
Back here on NWA Southern All-Star Wrestling, Jason James, and my guest at this time, the man they call Hammerjack.
That's right, Jason, I appreciate it. Hey, Chris Michaels, I hope he's not consumed with this match coming up February 8th with Bordell Walker, the SAW champion, because tonight he's got the Hammerjack. Hey, and Josephus, I haven't forgot about you neither.
Well, we're going to throw it to the locker room area. We've got Adrian Longoria standing by with Victor Van Glorious and the headliner, Chris Michaels. Adrian?
Let me tell you people something right here, right now. Ray Charles and Ronnie Millsap both could see that guys like Reno Riggins and Mike Searcy will stop at nothing to keep Chris Michaels from becoming the champion around here. Well, let me tell you guys something. And Victor Van Glorious and Tasha Simone will stop at nothing in making Chris Michaels the SAW International Heavyweight Champion. And once and for all, I will get finally, after all these years, what I deserve. And Hammerjack, right here tonight, no, I'm not taking you lightly, punk, but you're just another corporate puppet, just like that no-good Bordell Walker, and I'm taking all this frustration out on you tonight, punk, and I'm taking you out.
There you have it, folks. Direct from Chris Michaels. Back to ringside with Jason James.
And coming to the ring at this time, the headliner, followed with Tasha Simone, BBG Corporation, Chris Michaels.
I don't know how he weaseled his way into it, but apparently I understand the attorney for Chris Michaels, Victor Van Glorious, has complained that last week's contest against Bordell Walker should be a no contest due to the malfunction, get this, with the ring rope that broke in the International Heavyweight Championship. The SAW Board of Directors have subsequently granted him a rematch at the anniversary event, February the 8th against Bordell Walker, but not tonight. Tonight he faces Hammerjack.
Well, Chris Michaels has got his hands full with Hammerjack right now, but Bordell Walker, ring malfunction, BBG pulling strings. I think he's throwing a little money to the powers to be. Another title shot, Chris Michaels, Bordell Walker, coming to you live from the Sawmill, Jason James.
Can you believe that? A ring malfunction is this man's gripe as to why Chris Michaels wasn't able to capture the International Heavyweight Championship. You know, Nick, that match went on about 10 minutes after that ring broke. If there was some kind of discrepancy that should have taken place during that whole event that took place, that should have happened right after the situation occurred. But no, they want to wait a week after Chris Michaels officially loses the match and then claim that it should have been a no contest.
Well, that just shows you what BBG's made of. This Victor Van Glorious character and his lawyer, so-to-be corporation, running with Tasha Simone here at ringside tonight, has went out. I believe it'll stand up in court, Jason James.
Well, apparently it's not going to go to court. Chris Michaels gets his rematch February the 8th, 6-year anniversary of the Sawmill. That is, if he makes it there in one piece. Clothesline from Hammerjack. Michaels sent to the outside.
Well, Hammerjack claims to be the big dog. Chris Michaels just got a taste of what a bark's all about, buddy.
And as you know,
vicious from the Hammerjack. You know the saying, Jason James, say it with me. Don't turn your back on Hammerjack.
That's it. He made that known, and some words for Josephus as well from Hammerjack, letting Josephus know that he hadn't really forgotten about what's been transpiring between those two the past couple of weeks.
Wait a minute, Jason James, was that Tasha Simone from behind hitting Hammerjack? What is she doing?
Well, Hammerjack grabs Tasha Simone, but that allows Chris Michaels the attack from behind. And I'm telling you, every time that these 2 or these 3 or 4 when Eric Andrews is involved. Anytime these guys are out here, it's going to be a pure numbers game deciding every contest they're involved with.
Well, it looked like Tasha Simone and VVG were having a few words, maybe a little bit of power struggle themselves in the VVG Corporation.
You ever thought you might have what it takes to be a professional wrestler? If so, Middle Tennessee, you finally have a qualified professional to teach you everything you need to know. I'm Wolfie D, and I have over 22 years experience inside the squared circle, and I've worked for all the major companies. Whether you're a beginner looking to get started or an indie wrestler looking to step up your game, I can and I will give you the tools to succeed. So don't look back one day and say, I could have been. Make your dreams a reality at Wolfie D's House of Champions.
We understand after that melee that happened in the opening of the show here that tonight, main event, Southern Heavyweight Championship on the line. Wolfie D will defend against Brian Casanova. Brian Casanova has that mystery woman, Lacey as we know her to be called, in his corner. If Wolfie D retains the championship, he gets that envelope that Lacey's been carrying around.
Well, you heard what Lacey had to say coming out here with Casanova a week or so, jumping Wolfie D from behind, then coming out here this week with a big vanilla envelope labeled confidential, saying she has evidence that will put our heavyweight champion to disgrace his name and send him a packing out of the sawmill.
Well, maybe we'll get some closure on exactly what's in that envelope tonight, but something that I'd like some closure on too a little bit later. In fact, coming up next, we're going to have it, the Nitrous Noise segment. I understand you're going to have Reno Riggins on the show. Reno says he's in charge. Mike Searcy says he's in charge. Southern Tag Team Championships in a state of controversy that they have never been before. Today, will we get closure on Nitrous Noise?
Well, I'll tell you what, Jason James, I went out, I posted it publicly. I went nationwide, I went worldwide. I went to Reno Riggins for answers, and tonight on the Nick Nitrous Noise segment, right here, Nick Nitrous is going to get them answers.
Chris Michaels now, handful of hair, and you see the right hand to the head of Hammerjack. Chris Michaels will beat you down. He will bust you up the best way that he can, the only way that he knows how. And listen to this place. Listen to the sawmill.
Jason James, they've been packing in here all night. It's a real barn burner, and we ain't even got to our main event. You hear the crowd, Jason James.
And a lariat now, clothesline from Hammerjack, sends the headliner down, Irish whip, but it's reversed by Chris Michaels. Hammerjack off with that flying burrito, that forearm to the face, and once again the headliner goes down, pin attempt, but
there it is. There it is. Veteran Michaels positioning himself close enough to the ropes to get a 2 count, get a kick out, get a hold of something to get this pin attempt stopped.
And now the neck breaker combination from Chris Michaels we've seen in the past. Could it be enough to get the job done? Hook of the leg, 1, 2, and no. Hammerjack with a little bit more fight, gonna take a little bit more to keep this big man down.
That was a 2 count, Jason James, a 2 count. I tell you what, Hammerjack's got the saying, don't turn your back on Hammerjack. But there is a big monster of a man rolling around in the sawmill of Josephus Brody.
Well, he is lingering around, I do understand that. And now Hammerjack fights off with an elbow. Hooks Chris Michaels.
Wait a minute, Jason James, wait a minute.
Well, this
speaking of the devil, and he shell up here. Josephus Brody attacking Hammerjack from behind, Jason James.
Well, we've seen this week after week between these two. The constant assaults, the constant altercations of physical brutality between Hammerjack and Josephus, both of whom think they are the top dog here in SAW.
And out comes Josephus out of nowhere. Chris Michaels is headed for the back. Josephus has got that chain around Hammerjack's neck. This could be the end.
Well, obviously this matchup has ended in a disqualification, and that man right there is crazy.
I tell you what, Jason James, that man right there is a mountain of a man, and there's no telling what he might do next.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, folks. When we come back, NWA Southern All-Star Wrestling, we will have Nitrous Noise segment ready for you to go. Reno Riggins on the hot seat.
Furniture Depot Madison, Tennessee's premier value superstore. Living room suites starting at $495. Bedroom sets, $395. Dinette sets, $195. Plus, complete mattress sets starting at only $175. No credit check, easy financing, same-day delivery. Lowest prices, period. Furniture Depot, 864 Madison Square Shopping Center, open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7.
Hi, I'm Jake. Buy this set for me today and I'll throw in the lamp.
Good evening, folks. Adrian Longoria for SAW. What a card, what a major announcement for you this evening. Join us for the Sawmill 6th Anniversary Special Event. That's right, write it down, February 8th at the Sawmill Arena, 1214B Louisville Highway, Millersville, Tennessee. Listen to the card. Hot Rod Biggs taking on Jason Nation. Chris Bum versus Damian Payne. Josephus Brody fighting Hammerjack. Plus, live music from the band Notion. Also, the NWA Southern Tag Team Championship. What a battle. You'll see the Washington Bullets, Team IOU, the Untouchables, and Cade Saint and Matt Madison vying for that title belt. Also, the NWA World's Junior Heavyweight Championship. Chase Owens taking on Kevin Weatherby. Also, the SAW International Championship. Wardell Walker fighting Chris Michaels for that belt. Also, the main event for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. The Tokyo Monster Kahagas taking on the current NWA Southern Heavyweight Champion Wolfie D. Do not miss this special event. All seats are $10. For more information, go online to southernallstar.com. That's southernallstar.com. We'll see you there.
First off, let me just say congratulations, Kevin Weatherby. You see, you won the Battle Royal to earn a shot at my NWA World Junior Heavyweight title February 8th in Millersville, Tennessee for SAW Wrestling. And you see, right now I sit here in Knoxville, Tennessee at a show which 4 of the 5 nights of the week is exactly what I'm doing, and that's competing against the best all around the country. Come February 8th, Kevin, you're stepping in the ring with the best pound-for-pound wrestler in the world. The NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. The real deal, Chase Owens. Hope you're ready.
I can't hear you make some noise! Sawmill, I can't hear you make some noise! That's what I'm talking about. Without further delay, the man of the hour, the man in power. Hit his music, Mr. Reno Riggins. It's always a privilege, it's always an honor. The man in charge himself, Mr. Reno Riggins. Last week, I called Mr. Cersei down here on the noise segment. There's a lot of publicity going on right now, man. The media is hyped. I'm going to tell you one time only. The poll didn't favor you, but the boys in the back, the fans out here deserve a cool answer. Last week, Cersei comes out here, says he's in charge, running things, brings the man Brewster with him. The only real opinion nobody got or any real answers was what you had to say. So I figured, being as we had conversated this week, you said you had something you wanted to say. Like I said, sir, it's an honor, it's a privilege. Mr. Reno, make some noise.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, last week, thank you, sir. Last week on the segment, nothing really got solved, it seemed like. For some reason, I don't know what Mike Cersei's been drinking, thinking that he's in charge out here, but I have writer's cramp, and it's for one reason. I sign the checks around here. So if I'm signing the checks, I'll say what goes. Now, nothing got settled with these tag team titles. And that was unfortunate because I thought the fans out here deserved to know what's happening. So I have taken it upon myself to make an executive decision.
Wait a minute. Brewster! I don't recall having him on the segment, but we'll see what he's got to say. Sawmill! Give it up for Brewster! Brewster, I take it that you're out here. You got something you want to say?
We've got to get this straight.
Wait a minute. What's this? Not again. It's not me, Mr. Riggins. You were my guest. Mike Cersei! Sawmill. I can't hear you. Well, now, you heard what the man said. He runs the show, Mike. You got something you want to say?
Yes, I do. Gentlemen, Reno, Brewster, I took it upon myself this week to be in contact with the NWA headquarters in Houston, Texas. With everything in controversy the way it is, we do not agree with that 100%. And by order of the Board of Directors of the NWA, along with Bruce Tharp, the president, both teams are hereby stripped of the title.
Wait a minute! Mike Cersei! Reno, he's stripping both teams of the belts!
Well, you guys don't have the authority to do that. Bruce Tharp, he's way off in Texas somewhere. He's got nothing to do with this whole situation.
Yeah, Mike. You heard what he said. You can't take the belts.
By order of the NWA, they are stripped immediately, and the following is hereby ordered. On February the 8th, at the anniversary show, there will be a four-way dance for the NWA Southern Tag Team titles, who were once worn by a local NWA Hall of Fame member, Corsica Joe. We take this very highly, and we're not going to stand by and see them degraded. The following four teams are hereby in the match on February the 8th.
Wait a minute, Mike Cersei. Jimmy Street, the Untouchables in the house, carry one half of the belt.
First of all, as God as my witness, baby, I saw my men win those titles, not once, but twice in a row. The first week, the ref, 1, 2, 3. The second week, the legal man. We are the champions.
Wait just a minute. Team IOU. Back again.
He's got her back.
Wait a minute. You're champions. Both belong to us. Wait a minute. Hey, what? No pushing. Oh, it's going down. Right here to Saul. Nitro's noise. You heard what announcement. Who is this? The new element. What are y'all doing? Hold on just a minute. We got to restore order right here. This is a noise segment. What are y'all doing? Mike Cersei, look at what you've caused.
Yes, and here's the rest of them.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, get out of the way. Let me out of here. It's done it again. Nitro's noise. It's blown up. No answers this week. Stay tuned for next week. Here they come. We can't get no result. It's the Nitro's noise segment. It happened once. It happened again. Stay right here, Sawmill fans. It don't get no hotter than this. It's going down as Saw.
Well, here we go. Main event in the ring for the Southern Heavyweight Championship, and there's the sound of the bell. Nick Nitrous, Jason James coming at you from ringside. And now Wolfie D finally gets his hands on Brian Casanova.
Well, you see Loverboy right there getting brought in the ring. The hard way to start this match. Wolfie D wasting no time going straight to work on Brian Casanova.
And we see that mystery woman, Lacey, as we know her to be called, on the outside. And she has in hand...
Big high back body drop. Jason James, go ahead, my man.
Lacey has in hand clothesline and Casanova to the outside. Lacey has in hand that manila envelope that she has been carrying that says confidential on the front. She claims the contents inside will ruin the career of Wolfie D. Wolfie hopes to get his hands on that envelope by sealing that with a victory tonight over Casanova.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jason James, whatever she claims to have in that vanilla envelope, I hope we get a chance to take a look at it.
Well, Casanova thought he was going to sneak in and go on the opposition, but nonetheless, Wolfie D continues the assault here.
Well, this guy calls himself a universal soldier. Welcome to a war, buddy.
Absolutely, the animal. And he picks up, wait a minute, now this woman into the ring, and oh goodness. Well, that wasn't a smart move for her.
Wait a minute. What's this from behind? Once again, this cat or girl or whatever you want to call her, Lacey, has interfered in Wolfie D's business.
Well, I don't know who this woman is. Wolfie claims that she has no clue who this woman is. You know, the questions here in SAW seem to grow and grow and grow as the weeks go on, Nick, and this is just one of those things where hopefully we get some answers tonight. Hopefully we can find out what's inside that envelope.
Well, I promised answers on the noise segment, and you see where that got me. I'll tell you what, right
more questions than answers again.
Once again, and tonight, hopefully, finally, maybe we'll get one resolved before this night's over.
Speaking of the outcome of the Nitrous Noise segment earlier in the broadcast, we do know that in just 2 weeks' time, at the 6-year anniversary of the Sawmill, February the 8th, we will have a 4-way dance for the Tag Team Championships. The teams of, get this, the new elements of wrestling, Caden Sade, Matt Madison, the Washington Bullets being the second team. The third team, Nick Iggy, Kerry Awful, Team IOU, and Drew Haskins and Jeremiah Plunkett, the Untouchables. Those will be the 4 teams involved in that 4-way dance for the Tag Team Championships at the 6-year anniversary event.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got a team in each corner. You got 4 sides of the ring, you got 4 teams, and you got 1 outfield player called Jimmy Street. We'll see how that goes down at the anniversary.
Also on that night, the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line. Chase Owens defending against Kevin Weatherby, who won that over-the-top rope battle royal just last week on the broadcast to earn the shot. And then the big daddy of them all, Nick, World Heavyweight Champion Cahegas in town. It's not often that the World Championship comes to town, this being the first time we're making history. NWA World Championship in Millersville, one-on-one with the man you see in the ring right now, Wolfie D, your Southern Heavyweight Champion.
Not to quote a line, but if you don't know, you better call somebody. We got Cahegas, the NWA sanctioned World Heavyweight Champion, coming to Millersville, bringing 10 pounds of gold with him.
Absolutely, that World Championship, like we said, the first time ever we are making history here with NWA SAW on February the 8th. Make sure you get your tickets now. That big event less than 2 weeks away.
In 2 weeks, we started this road together. We'll see this road to the end, buddy. I tell you what, you think the action's hot each and every Friday night. In 2 weeks, right here at the Sawmill, there is gold, there is steel, and there's blood, sweat, back, and respect. Right here, you show you just can't miss, Jason James.
Wolfie D now with an Irish whip to Brian Casanova, and it is reversed into the turnbuckle. Wolfie D gets that boot up in the nick of time, and the leg lariat there. Russian leg sweep, rather, to Brian Casanova.
Touch of Class Auto Sales.
Yes, you're approved.
Both men are down at the current moment. That's Wolfie D with a minor comeback right here. And you still see this Racy, as we know it, cheering on Casanova, but claiming to know our man, Wolfie D.
Well, the question ensues, what is inside of that envelope that she possesses in her hand? That's the main question.
Big right hand by Wolfie. There's another to follow. This old boy here is going to eat a few knuckles before the night's over. Oh! God. Did you hear that?
I heard it. I felt it, Nick Nitrous.
That was in the rafters, my brother, in the rafters.
Whip now into the turnbuckle, and Wolfie D follows in with a hard lariat.
And Wolfie D calling for it. High suplex, holding the man straight up, dropping him flat out.
Putting Brian Casanova down to the canvas with authority was your Southern Heavyweight Champion, Wolfie D. And now up on the second turnbuckle comes off double axe handle smash.
That's Wolfie D taking flight, coming back, doing it again, Jason James. Double axe handle again, that's 2.
And a pin attempt, 1, hook of the leg, 2 count, and no. Not enough to get it done, only a 2 from your Southern Heavyweight Champion.
Well, Wolfie D made a good point. He don't even know how this cat got a shot at his title, but he's been waiting to get his hands on him, and he's got his hands on him right here tonight, Jason James.
Well, speaking of somebody that got a shot at a championship they didn't deserve, let's talk about again that anniversary broadcast, that anniversary event just 2 weeks, February the 8th. Chris Michaels, another shot at the International Heavyweight Championship, one-on-one with Bornell Walker. Get this, Michaels' so-called attorney, Victor Vanglorious, claiming that there was foul play in the contest when that ring rope broke in the International Heavyweight Championship match, claims it should be a no contest. The board of directors have granted a rematch in Wolfie D with the DVD, and that could spell the end.
That could be it, Jason James. You're right. No! Only a 2. How did he kick out of that? I don't know where that boy mustered up the strength to get them shoulders off the mat, but he sure kicked out on a 2 attempt there. And you're right. How can this VBG claim ring malfunction?
Well, that's exactly what he did, and the board of directors saw it fit to give Michaels a rematch against the International Heavyweight Champion, Bornell Walker, in less than 2 weeks' time, February the 8th, 6-year anniversary. But tonight, we're seeing it, Southern Heavyweight Championship on the line. Casanova feet on the ropes, and you got to be kidding me.
And look at our referee, Anthony Wayne, right on top of the situation, buddy, right on top of it, Jason James.
Well, good eye, and wait a minute, schoolboy from Wolfie D, and only a 2. Casanova now shot to the midsection, Irish whip, Wolfie D off, and Casanova goes for that launch, but a backslide.
And as a 3 count, Jason James, put it in the book, Wolfie D, our heavyweight champion, remains heavyweight champion.
Out of nowhere with a backslide, Wolfie D retains, and that means he gets the envelope in the hand of Lacey.
That's the envelope. Everybody, the confidential envelope. Wait a minute. What's Brian Casanova doing with the chair?
A chair straight to the skull of Wolfie D, and this is not the game plan.
I tell you what, that's 2 chair shots from Brian Casanova. Wolfie D should be holding the envelope. He should get the dirt that she says she's got, and he should.
Oh! And he just struck a referee. By God, he should be fined.
And the crowd's screaming for somebody to come out in the back. We're screaming for somebody to come out in the back, Jason James. Brian Casanova has went crazy. He has attacked our heavyweight champion. He has hit a referee. He's broke every rule in the book.
Well, after a chair shot to the head of your champion and then striking the official, this man is out of control. Brian Casanova has got to be grounded somehow, some way.
Wait a minute, here comes Mike Cersei. He's been calling some shots here all night.
Oh, Cersei's got the envelope.
And behind him, Brewster, what's really going on?
Mike Cersei has the envelope in hand.
He is doing what he said he would do. Brian Casanova lost the match. Wolfie D
has the envelope in hand right now, Nick Nitrous.
As I see it, Cersei's going to read the contents of what's in this envelope. We have the right, the fans have the right, and Cersei's going to read it to us right here. Here comes the dirt on Wolfie D.
That's all the way you can read.
Well, Mike Cersei has the envelope, but folks, we're running out of time, and you see Cersei puts it in.
What's Cersei doing now?
Well, we're going to have to wait till next week, Nick Nitrous. I'm being told we're out of time here. We'll see you next week, NWA Southern All-Star Wrestling. Make sure you do not miss us next week. We'll be back.